Alright guys, so now that we're kind of understanding exactly the importance of WordPress, I do like Blogger. I have to tell you that I do like Blogger. I think that's a good one. Joomla and these other things out here can be just a little bit much, especially for beginners. Let me put my coffee down real quick. We're going to get into themes and stuff like that. We'll talk a little bit about design and everything else. Web designers today are moving from actual creating like these flat-based HTML sites to actually today they're using things like WordPress. WordPress is extremely valuable to the search engines like Google, just because of what we talked about before. We can create content in these things, and we're starting to understand that. However, when it comes to themes, people can get just a little bit, you can nut up pretty good at this stuff. I've dealt with companies and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, the design. I mean, that's all they talk about. I've had people trying to make, websites on places like Wix and Intuit and all these other crazy places, and I'm like, that's not where you create a brand presence online. You go to WordPress, or you go to Blogger, or you go to whatever. But the thing is that WordPress, by far, when it comes to aesthetics and themes, it's top of the game. I mean, that's the way it is, because not only do you have free themes here that work just as, almost as good as any other theme, but you can also go out here and you can get some premium themes that do have quite a few advantages. As far as myself is concerned, I prefer Genesis Studio Press. Genesis themes, people like Brian Gardner, who basically creates most of these themes, it's absolutely insane. You guys can go there. I'll put a link down here for you. Genesis themes is absolutely insane. You've got your framework, and then you can pick from a multitude of different themes. These themes are extremely SEO friendly. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you on Genesis. What I'm telling you is what I use and why I use it. There are tons of premium themes out there, from Theme Forest to Genesis or Studio Press. You can go to Elegant Themes is another one that I like, that I think is pretty comfortable and easy to work with, although I find Genesis to be the most simple out there. But of course you can get free themes in your back office. So one of the first things that I do when I get to, when I open up and I'm in my dashboard of my WordPress, let's start going through that right now and just kind of introduce you to the dashboard and kind of introduce you to the actual themes and everything else. When you get to your dashboard, guys, here's what you're going to see, okay? You're going to see this right here. You're going to have a little left-hand widget bar, okay? We're just put widget right here. You're also going to have this bar that runs across the top, and up here is going to be your .com. So anytime that you want to go back and look at your website real quick, you can just up here in the left-hand corner, just click on that, and it will open up the actual website as anybody else would see it. In here, you're going to start seeing these things in the widgets, okay? You're going to have settings will be the last one that you see right here for now. You're also going to see things like tools, users, appearances. You're going to see things like links, media. I'm doing this from memory too. That's funny. And then your dashboard is right here, and then you're going to have posts. You'll even have something here like pages and posts. You got posts and you got pages. Those are two different things. We'll talk about that later on. Right now, you can also see that blocked off in certain sections right here is going to be some basic information. If you want to get rid of these, there's a screen options drop-down menu right here to pop down, and have little boxes right here that are checked, and you can uncheck those if you wish, okay? So this is, and you'll see these on the on-screen recordings, but I just kind of wanted to show you. Your themes, guys, is going to be all in your appearances right now. You're going to find in there different things. As a matter of fact, in most of these right here, and as we add plugins, you're going to start seeing more show up here and there. Okay, but in your appearance is going to be some main things like your menus, your widgets, and of course, your themes. So if you want to, you can click on that right now, and I will try to find my eraser, which one of my children has probably ran off with. So I am not going to be able to erase this board. Oh, that's craziness. Those little boogie boogers, I'm telling you, they take off with my stuff. Here's the deal though. What's going to happen in the themes is basically this. You know, let me see. Basically what's going to happen in the themes is pretty simple to understand. Okay? Hey, you know what? Be MacGyver anytime you can. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to have a couple buttons up here, okay? One of them is going to say install themes, and it's going to have these little choices down here too. Once you click on install theme, it is going to have some choices here in some brackets. One of them is going to be upload, search, blah, blah, blah. If you don't have Genesis themes or anything like that, you don't have any premium themes to upload, don't worry about it. You can search themes. All of a sudden it's going to start throwing these little themes down here. And guess what? You can click on where it says live preview. And you can see what that website looks like, the design of it. You can click on the pages, click on the blog rolls and see what they're going to look like and everything else. Now remember, everything's empty right about now. So it's not going to look, you know, like eBlogger Pro or eMarketerPros.com or DavidBoozer.com or, AffinitySEO.com. It's just going to be pretty plain, but the thing is that you're going to be able to see what you can do with it. Now when you do load up a theme, don't forget, sometimes it's going to throw a widget in here that's called theme options, or it'll say the name of the theme or whatever. And you'll be able to, fix these things up. You'll be able to go in and fix the header, fix the background. If it doesn't do it, its own little widget right here, then what it's going to do is that it's going to put it into the appearances section. So then you can go into appearances and it'll say something like theme options or whatever. Then that's going to ring up once again right here on your dashboard. This is your main dashboard, guys, where you do all of your work. This is just how you open that. Okay? That's it. Alright? So, when it comes down to themes, we don't have to write on the whiteboard anymore because the rest of this is just going to be theory and a little bit of facts behind my theories. I have seen businesses run amok with websites, and it absolutely irritates me. I've worked with some companies, and these people just didn't really get it. As a matter of fact, hey, I found it. Must have been my daughter. She's 2, guys. You'll have to forgive her. I like keeping these videos real. It's better. Basically, in a nutshell, guys, I've worked with people who sit there and think that, the flashiest flash of websites is going to be the most effective. Actually, that is not only a misconception, but it's an absolute downright lie. Whoever teaches you that is wrong. That's just a dead wrong fact. I've seen some of the most plain and ordinary blogs get some of the most traffic in the world. I follow people like Copy Blogger or SEO Moz, of course. I'll follow Smart Passive Income, Pat over there. I'll follow Vanessa Fox, who used to work for Google. I'll follow, ProBlogger. I'll follow James Corey. I'll follow, quite a few different people. Guy Peasy. Watch the guy. It's insane. The thing is that if you notice these websites, they're nice. Even mine on eBlogger Pro, eMarketerPros.com, what I have gotten a lot of response on these websites is not just the content from beginners or people wanting to sit there and learn how to do certain things online, but from people like these other people that I've named who sit there and said, hey man, this thing is so easy to navigate. It's so easy to get around. It's clean, it's fresh, it's nice. It's not over the top. There's not a lot of overhype of sales stuff, but if I wanted to, I could find it. That's what we're trying, that's the aim here. People today are not into the most fancy websites in the world. What we're into is getting the information that we want. We talked about that in the SEO training. We'll talk about more about it, and we'll really talk about it in the content marketing aspect of this whole thing. What we want is the information. We want to be able to access that information easily. Now, if somebody comes to my website and they see that, okay, well, this is really nice. These are things like videos and images and nice, clickable, clear, defined links, anchor text. It's the way that my nav bar is. My sidebar is nice and clean and people can parse through it. You know, these things really do need to be aesthetically nice. They do. But the overall of your website, your homepage needs to be SEO'd more than it needs to have fancy headers and googly garbage. It needs to have good calls to action that are not too harsh. They're not like, buy me, buy me, buy me, buy me, you know, or get it now, get it now. You know, this stuff needs to be simple to where, okay, that's where that is. Here's the information. I'm here because, oh, this is what I want right here. This is what I would like to know. This is what I would like to learn about before I purchase or subscribe to anything. That's what we're trying to do with themes. Themes are very important. Now, free themes within WordPress, I think, are good. Premium themes, on the other hand, I think are great. Premium themes can be worked with a lot easier, and there's a lot of things that you can't change with a free theme. There's things that you can do if you're a coder. I'm not a coder here. Of course, you know, Guy on the on-screen recordings will show you a little bit about CSS and things like that. Some of you already know that stuff. He'll show you a little bit about that, how you can change certain things. But overall, with WordPress and the themes that are there, free or premium, there's really not much to change. These things were designed for a reason, and you can go out and pick. You know, if you're a local business, if you're an affiliate marketer, network marketer, there are different theme styles just for you. And the thing is, you can go out and find those. There's green colored themes with you know, vitamins on them for network marketers. there's you know, products or PC designs for affiliate marketers doing, you know, tech stuff. Local businesses, there's local type themes for you guys out there. If you're, you know, you got some sort of hippie shop and you're selling candles and yoga books. I mean, there's everything for everybody out here when it comes to WordPress. And that's one of the wonderful things about it. Because aesthetically, even the free ones are nice. And you can use those. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think that it's that the premium themes are they're just a little bit more SEO friendly, I think, personally. But you know, there's nothing that you can't really do, in all honesty, that you can't do with a free theme that you probably couldn't do with a premium theme, except for a few different things. The reason that these premium themes are premium because they were designed by designers who know what they're doing online. And they're designed in a very SEO-friendly way, getting the titles up there. See, what happens, guys, is we don't understand is that whenever Google looks at your website, you can do this right now, you can go to your website, open it up. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Press pause. All right, you're back. What you can do is, if you right-click off to the side, okay, on any post page or the home page, you're going to hit, it'll have a box that opens up and it says View Page Source. View the page source. That is what Google sees. Google doesn't see all the colors and everything else. What it sees is the code to the colors and the code of everything. That's what it sees. So now you know what Google's looking at. The source code, not the website. Anyways, that's basically it on themes, guys. You can go either way, free themes, premium themes. I prefer premium themes because there are some things on there that, you know, they were designed that way for a reason. And these things can actually help boost your visibility online, period. Plus, there are some things that, you know, you can't do with free themes that you can do with premium themes, but not too much. It's really just in a design kind of an aspect. Has nothing to do with anything else, just really design. That's about it, guys, on the theme stuff. Let's go in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to start focusing in on the setup of your WordPress, and we're going to go from setup to plugins, to SEO, and everything else. All right? Sound good? All right. God bless.